So there's always that moment in time where you just go, wow, what if I went ahead and took apart an Xbox One S and put it in a PC case? Well, today is that day that we ask the question, will it fit in a PC case? Yeah, newsflash, it actually will. Let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. So starting off for the way, yes, we are going ahead and taking this Xbox One S here, and we are putting it in a PC case. So the first thing we have to do is disassemble everything of this Xbox One S, and then we got to go ahead and fit it in that PC case. So let's go ahead and take off the hard drive. Pretty simple, not hard to do. As you guys can see, that fan is absolutely disgusting. We're gonna have to go ahead and completely clean out that fan. I'm actually probably gonna remove completely the whole entire fan unit. Get that all cleaned out, redo the thermal paste, everything like that. My goal right now for the not the hard drive, for the DVD drive is I might not actually end up using it, which I know is crazy to say, but I just simply don't see a way I can actually use it with how short these cables are. And I'm also trying to do this with just the Series S and not actually, the Xbox One S, and not actually, utilize any third-party cables. I want to literally just take the unit and put it in the PC case. So that is obviously step one. Now, we are going to go ahead and have to kind of make some revisions to this case. The main reason why is because, as I do have some metal cutters right here, as you guys can see, we actually do not need any PCLE slots for this build because, again, Xbox doesn't really use a GPU, so we do definitely need to take these out. My goal overall wise is probably to make this whole entire left hand side here just one little like Xbox layer. I think that would be the best. It would look the best, and obviously it would most likely work the best, especially because if we go back to the board here, we have that whole entire just edge of actual full on the USBs, the HDMIs, power, all that kind of stuff. Now here's the big issue though, is that on the right side board here is actually where the power button is. So right here is the power connector, and then on this side is actually going to be the Wi-Fi chip. So the Wi-Fi chip's not going to matter, but the power button is. So we have to decide at this point, do we want to have it where the power button is sticking out of the case or the HDMIs / USBs? Now, of course, if we do it with the power button, we can actually just route some cables around. That actually makes it so we don't have to worry about the USBs. But let's go ahead and keep this focused and see how this ends up looking. Keep in mind, I'm also going to go ahead and add LED lights into this. So let's go on to the next video. Alright, so now we are cleaning the fan. We have everything disassembled from the unit. So let's go ahead and watch that fan absolutely spin the life from a compressed air right there. And again, still not 100% ready to put it in the case yet. I'm still trying to figure stuff out. I'm not gonna lie, it probably took me like 4 or 5 hours just to go ahead and figure this all out, because I do have a lot of PC cases. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think, yeah, this is 6. So that's 6 different PC cases. I was also trying to figure out which PC case I should use. The NZXT kind of got me interested, but I decided to go ahead and go with the Predator here, even though the NZXT one probably might have been a better idea. But let's go ahead and skip forward to our next video here. And actually, let's go ahead and, before we do that one, let's go ahead and, I think that actually, yeah, no, this is what we got. So after putting everything together, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I put everything together like 74 different times. Like, and that's not even an understatement at this point. I actually went ahead and put everything together, and had the board in one orientation. I actually did have the HDMI USB ports on the left hand side sticking out of the case. That didn't really work for me because then the power button was at the bottom of the case and it was really actually hard to get to. And also keep in mind, the goal at the end of the day with this build is to put a back panel on, a front panel on, and then finally the final panel, which goes across the front. Of course, this is all removed right now while we're working on this, but the overall goal is to get that all done and actually have a working unit where we don't have to open it up to turn on the power supply. So what I went ahead and did, I also did make the power supply on the board. I kept it on the board. My last iteration, I actually had it off the board and I actually had it mounted on the case, but it just simply wasn't really a good idea, and I kind of wanted to keep it on the board. Other than that, I did keep the same hard drive. I was thinking about changing the hard drive here and going with a different hard drive, but I thought at the end of the day, why not to keep the same hard drive? That is a 2 terabyte hard drive, and all my mechanical drives I have currently are 1 terabyte. So I was like, okay, well, why don't we just keep the same, one there? Other than that, though, everything else kind of just interesting. I do have, of course, LED strips across the whole entire case, from the very top to the very bottom to all the sides, and I'm gonna let this play out here. And I also did go ahead and route the cables in this kind of mesh type look, as you guys can see right here. So all the cables are put together just to make it a little bit more cleaner and a little bit less, cluttered and messy. We of course do have the fan right here, and I did remove the DVD drive. Again, like I said, it's one of those things where it just simply was not going to work out how it needed to be oriented. In order to do this correctly, the DVD drive needs to be straight, so it would be pointing to the top of the case, and it really wouldn't make sense. I was going to cut a hole in the top of the case, but again, like I said, this really would not make sense for you to take a DVD and drop it in, so I did not end up going with that. Although, like I said before, it is still a possibility, and this is still a work in progress. I might come back to it and actually add more to it, but of course that's a little power button down there, and of course we do have the LED lights to start flashing whenever you turn on the unit. Now sadly, this unit, I still gotta figure this out, but I could not get this to work. I was able to go ahead and actually get it to power on like this, but then it powers off right away and the fan does not kick on. I think what ended up happening was I might have messed up the what's called a hard drive. I think I went ahead and broke that by accident. So I am going to be ordering a new hard drive for this case, and I am going to be ordering I'm going to kind of go back and forth bits and pieces. So a new hard drive. I'm also going to be working on probably a new, I want to find if I can get longer cables for the DVD drive. But again, like I said, I want to have it as Xbox cables. So I don't want to have it as like random, cables from a PC. I wouldn't actually have it oriented with that. So with that being said, guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. This is not the only video that will be covering this subject. This is a work in progress, and we're going to be slowly building this over the next couple months as time goes on. So if you do enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe down below. Also, make sure if you like to help support the channel, you can down below by joining members. Shout out to our 2 current members of the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.